Yo, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be doing another casual deck profile. Today we're going to be doing a pure Nordic deck. Pretty sure it's pure Nordic, besides some of the extra deck stuff. But just like an oldie. I I know that it won or topped at I think it was a YCS or something like that. This year. This isn't that deck profile. This is just one that I threw together with some of the stuff I had. Um, it could definitely use some improvements, but I think it's just kind of a fun deck. But yeah, let's get right into it. All right, guys. So this is the uh, Nordic deck that I've built. Uh, Shout out to the Heroes deck thing, like the collection thing that had the Nordic, um, Phantom Knights and Masked Hero thing in it, because that's where I got most of these cards. I picked that up when it came out a few years ago, and it's helped create this. Basically, all I needed to add was some supplementary cards I had in my collection, as well as the new spell trap and monsters that they added in uh, Battle of Chaos. I think it was. Yeah. So to start, we have 3 of the new Nordic Beast. What is that? Golenbursty, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm probably gonna butcher these names super bad. Then we have 2 copies of Nordic Smith Evaldi. Those are the 2 new monsters that came out in Battle of Chaos. They're both very good for the archetype. Only really good for the archetype. Not very good for anything else, unfortunately. Then we have 2 Tangrisnir. We have 2 Tangan Yoster, I think is how it's pronounced. We have 2 Goldifax. We have a Dverg, a Mara, a Yosalf, I think that's how it's pronounced, a Mimir, a Valkyrie, and a Tyr, as well as 1 copy of Vanadis. I was really shotgunning that to get through the names, because they're very difficult to pronounce. But the one ofs I wish I could do better with, but to be honest, like these cards are like, this deck one isn't very good. It's okay if you supplement some of the other cards in the deck, like some of the things you don't want, like some of those spirits, like I don't know, Mara, you want multiple of, but you don't want any of Yoself, as well as you probably don't want a copy of Vanadis or Valkyrie. You want to supplement those with some of the you'd want to get, like, I don't know, a second copy of Alpha or Verg, 2 copies of Mara. I think there's another one that wasn't in this deck, or in this set that came in. It's like a older one, but or a newer one even. I'm not entirely sure the name of it, but you'd want to replace those to make the deck a little bit better. As well as you could probably cut down on Golden Bursty, make it 2, and keep the Evaldi at 2, and then you could add like a 3rd copy of the Black Goat or a 3rd copy of the White Goat. All right, sorry, my allergies are acting up. As far as the spells go, we have 1 copy of Desynchro for, like, I don't know, making, like, you could if you want to go into something different, like if you needed to make something that you didn't want to make, but like it was better to make it than not to make it, like as far as like a synchro monster, and then you got the ability or a card that makes it so you can make one of the larger ones, like you got more stars on the field, you could easily use it to get into that. We also have 3 copies of the new Nordic Relic. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I've seen a lot of people making deck profiles where they have maybe 1 in there or 2. I'm doing I'm doing 3. It's a good card to, like, especially if you're doing pure Nordic. But yeah, your ratios could differ, I guess. We have 1 copy of Nordic Lights, a singular copy of Dropnir. We have a March Towards Ragnarok. We have 1 each of the Forbidden cards, the Forbidden Chalice, Lance, and Dress. We have a singular Monster Reborn, a Hey Trunade, and a MST. I'm thinking about teching out decks a little bit more to have MST in it. I think it's a good card in general to have, especially in such a back row heavy um, meta we're in. Even if these are casual, I just like the idea of giving people the tools to um, like see that you're gonna need back row um, back row destruction in decks like almost always now. For the traps, we have 3 Svalin, which is the new trap. We have a singular copy of Glipnir, a Gungnir, a Leviathan. We have a Solemn Warning, and 2 Solemn Authorities. I almost included Odin's Eye because I think it's very funny, but it's just not a good card. Like in a casual format, it's definitely better, but like overall, like it's just kind of like a bricky trap to have. And plus, you're already running way too many traps in the deck. This deck does really get helped by its traps as well, like the archetype. It's just a lot. So for the extra deck, we have two copies of Loki, Lord of the Aesir. We have 2 copies of Thor, Lord of the Aesir. We have a singular copy of Odin, Father of the Aesir. We have a Beelzes, yeah, a Scrap Dragon, a Gigantic Castle, a Thought Ruler Archfiend, a Black Rose Dragon. We have a Ancient Sacred Wyvern, and then we have a number 39 Utopia, if you need it. And then for the links, we have 1 copy of Gulaveg. I would like to up that to 2 and maybe cut one of the duplicate lords. And then we have a singular copy of Crystron Halki Fibrax. I know that he is very much hated nowadays, especially considering he enables some very degenerate things, especially in TCG. Plus, people are probably sick of seeing him on Master Duel as well. But I think it's fine to include it in this very synchro heavy deck. It's not like we're making a Barone or like I don't know, like one of the degenerate like what is it? Auroradon. That's banned now anyways. But I think it's fine to include it. You're gonna be using it to get like old Nordic tuners out of the graveyard and shit like that. He is a little bit more expensive of a card. I don't normally like show off overtly expensive cards. I think the most expensive set of cards I've shown off for a casual deck profile was my most expensive deck profile to date, and that was the Dragon Maids, I believe. So, like, I think he's maybe like 2015 max right now from that printing. This printing's from goes from the past 2. I got really lucky pulling a single copy of him. But yeah, I'm gonna go into my thoughts overall on the deck right now. All right, guys. So overall, I think the Nordic deck is actually I've given it some second thoughts. I think it's all right. As far as a synchro deck base deck goes, I know that we're seeing a lot of synchro stuff recently, like with Baron. What's that? The Sword Soul deck. That's what it is. Like you're seeing it more common now than you were seeing it like a couple years ago. So, but I think it's really cool that Nordic topped. I don't know if it won, but it topped like a YCS or like a smaller tournament this year. I can't remember what it was. But I think it's really cool that it was able to top, considering what it is overall. But I like it. I don't think I'll keep it built. It might get taken apart when I need to make another deck profile, just because I only have so many sleeves. Also, the shoebox is getting full. I don't know if I want to invest in a second shoebox. So some of them might get taken apart, not before I do the show off though. When I mentioned in the last video, the last deck profile file on the what deck is it? The Time Thief. I mentioned the Time Thief one. I do plan on doing like another collection video. The first one did really well, but I feel like I should do another one only because since then I've accumulated more stuff. Maybe not some really high end stuff. If I show off the Magic stuff, it'll be more high end, just because I've recently been able to play some Magic with my friends again since COVID. Before it was like a weekend, each every weekend type thing. Now it's like once every 4 months, if that. Um, like we mainly play on PC now with Cockatrice and stuff like that, which is a simulator where you do everything yourself, kind of like Dueling Book. But I do plan on I think I will show off the Magic stuff in the collection video when I get to it. But yeah, the deck is pretty fun. Done some test hands. It opens okay. Not great. It's kind of bricky. But I guess that's the nature of these casual deck profiles. I think I've only had like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the decks out of the what 3 times 5, like 15 decks, 16. I don't remember how many rows there are, or how many columns there are versus the rows. But out of like all of the deck profiles I've done, I think I've maybe had like 5 or 6, if that. Like, because I know Cyber Dragon's pretty good. Like opening wise, like actually open well consistently. Like a lot of them brick, and it's just like because one, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a card game. Card game hands brick all the time. But this one, a little excessive on the bricking. It could do better. But when it does open good, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to show your support, as well as commenting down below so I can get some engagement with y'all. Let me know what you would switch out in the deck, if you would. What you think could possibly bring it to a competitive level, if that. As well as any other casual deck profiles you may want to say that I haven't covered in the channel. Something I don't want anything overtly expensive. I'm not spending $100+ on a casual deck. Like we're talking things that had reprints recently that makes the deck a little bit more affordable. That's how I built the Danger deck as well as the Dragon Maid deck. The Dragon Maid deck was still super expensive even with the reprints, just because people love their dragon MILFs, I guess. But yeah, please let me know in the comments, as well as what you're looking forward to in the new 2022 tins. I'm going to keep asking until it's out, just because I'm very excited. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to pull some godly shit on the channel for you guys. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.